Welcome everyone, this is your host Abraham L. Jaguar, a professional game master. First of all, this channel is proudly sponsored by Asilo. Asilo is a clinical and psychological horror tabletop RPG. You will find it in the description and in the pinned comment. This channel is also proudly partnered with the What the Funk shop. Please check out their store for all sorts of products. They have dice, miniatures, Game Master screens, home decorations, and many other things. You will find the link in the description and in the pinned comment as well. And make sure that you use my code for a special discount. Tonight I am giving you my thoughts on a very interesting Magi-Knights Awakening module. Let me show this image over here. There we go. Another excellent adventure module for Magi-Knights by Devon Thurgood. This is Swords and Suburbs. You can play it as a one-shot, but it could also, I think there is enough material to elaborate an entire campaign using it as a starting point. It won't be difficult to do. Now, of course, this review is going to contain spoilers, so keep that in mind. Let's talk about the quality of the PDF. The quality is good. Let me give you like a small criticism. Let me do the little zoom. Do you see this girl on the left? There are various characters with the typical, how you say, anime toothpick. No, toothpick. No. Guitar pick. Sorry, anime guitar pick shape of the face. That shape is good, but for whatever reason, like the eyes, every single character that has that sort of shape of the face, the one of the eyes, it always looks like it's falling to the side. There is like a loss of symmetry. For example, compare it with the face of this main villain in the cover. Like it's symmetrical, right? Of course, there is no perfect symmetry like in real life, but in anime, you usually take care of those little details, aesthetic nuances. So that will be my only criticism when it comes to the art. Some of the characters have it, not most of them. Like two characters, no, two or three. But apart from that, the quality is really good. Everything is well written, organized, explained. The graphic design, it all perfectly expresses the theme of Magi-Knights Awakening. It is quite similar to the core book. There are no bookmarks and no hyperlinks, but the document is only 14 pages long, so it won't be difficult to make your way through the entire document. Overall, the quality is good despite that little criticism. Now, let's talk about the contents. Aeolis Wind Park is home to Lapis City's LARP community. You know, live action roleplay, of course. Lapis City is full of citizens who look forward to donning fantasy garb and taking foam weaponry into battle. This week, members of the Cult of the Witherer have formed a plot that will not only turn the avid LARPers of Lapis City into unwilling sacrifices, but also cause a catastrophe that could scourge people far beyond the borders of Lapis City. Well, it says here unwitting sacrifices. I think it's unwilling. So you could consider that a typo, perhaps. Thusamershka from the Cult of the Witherer, you know, the guy in the cover, is hosting a LARP in Aeolis Wind Park, where he hopes to pull off a two-part scheme. First, Thusser and his allies have cleverly disguised spectral sigils all around the park as a fantasy language on banners and tents. When they recite a certain incantation, a massive portal will form in the park, pulling everyone in the LARP into elsewhere. Second, the Cult of the Witherer has brought a strange monolith to the center of the park, covered in spectral script. This monolith is a relic called a lodestone. The Cult of the Witherer plans on using the lodestone to magically pull a commercial airplane scheduled to fly overhead into the portal, directly into the portal to elsewhere. sending all of the plane's occupants to that place. The squadron's soul crystals won't start to glow until patrol phase, when Thusser and his allies begin their ritual. Here you have all of the information concerning the non-player characters, hostile non-player characters, and also, if not potential allies, people that will assist with the investigation as the player characters gather clues. And you have information on the places where the battles could take place. Overall, great organization, easy to understand. This concludes this part of the, rather, no, this concludes the entire review. What do I think about this module? It is really good. It is really good. But, but, um, I have like it's not like a criticism, just like a consideration. Magi-Knights Awakening is powered by Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition, and the people that play Magi-Knights Awakening want a different experience from your standard medieval fantasy fare, right? But the LARP features medieval fantasy paraphernalia, so it's going to feel too Dungeons and Dragons type, like too close to the source, to the original engine and theme. So I think the LARP would have been better if it were a sci-fi LARP or steampunk LARP or something, post-apocalypse LARP. It will feel even more disconnected from the original, like I said, Dungeons and Dragons root of the game. But it's just like a consideration. Maybe you're not bothered by that. Apart from that, the document is really good. Like I said, it is so easy to run it. The plot is explained perfectly, so smoothly. You have a good variety of enemies with the cult. You have cultists. You have, of course, Thusamershka. You have maps for the battles where they could take place. You also have a way to tweak the difficulty. So you can increase the difficulty if the players they are quite experienced in handling this tough adventure modules. And you also have information on how to handle various different endings. So my highest recommendation, with the consideration that if you don't want to put fantasy elements, medieval fantasy elements into Magi-Knights, maybe reskin the LARP, like I said, into sci-fi or something else. So definitely get it. Another excellent module by Devon. Thank you for watching this review. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you so much to those of you that are going the extra mile to support the channel. If anyone else wishes to further support the channel, consider joining as a member using the super thanks button. Take a look at the information in the description and in the pinned comment. This has been your host, Abraham L. Jaguar, a professional game master. And remember, master roleplay and you will master the game. Once again, thank you and see you later.